Harvesting a Lifetime is a recently developed community project here in Ulster County which focuses on gathering and documenting the memories and the stories of local seniors. The program is one of the most recent projects involved with UlsterCorps, which is a relatively new organization that focuses on volunteer programs here in the county. Harvesting a Lifetime got started as a meeting between Leslie Mallon, Rick Flynn, and Beth McClendon.
Leslie wanted to speak to us because they needed volunteers to work with their community of seniors. And she told us about doing a project, a Harvesting a Lifetime project in Long Island, and it just sounded like such a wonderful thing. UlsterCorps it's got its start with Martin Luther King Day, turning the day off into a day on, trying to help to promote a day of service. On Martin Luther King Day, we got over 90 people from all over the county to volunteer at local agencies, and so we thought, in the spirit of transforming days off into days on, days of service, we would do something for Memorial Day, and Harvesting a Lifetime, recording the stories of seniors, seemed like a perfect project for Memorial Day. And it just grew beyond Memorial Day.
Beth and I looked around Kingston. We thought about a couple of different sites where they might have the computers with the technology that we needed for young people as part of the Summer Youth Employment Program to come together and edit the footage. So we walked into this place here where we are, which is a Second Chance for Me, a program run by Louis Spina, a retired teacher, and he generously donated the space for us to use 3 days a week.
Since the first interviews back on Memorial Day, over 60 seniors have been interviewed in what has amounted to over 40 hours of footage. In order to get the footage edited onto DVDs and to give back to the seniors, the program has been able to employ 5 local kids through the Ulster County Office of Employment and Training and the Workforce Development Board of Ulster County, which currently employs over 300 kids in youth programs, which will prepare them for the workforce.
So they're participating in helping with the interviews and the videography and editing. So we're helping teach them editing skills, and they're helping to teach us some editing skills because they're super savvy.
We've been interviewing seniors around the area and just collecting information of their lives and what they've been through.
We listen to their story, ask them various questions about their life.
We sit down and we have them talk about their either growing up as a child to now, on how their lives were in the Kingston area, Pine Bush, New Paltz, all of Ulster County basically.
This program sort of gets the stories out of them, and it's documented and it's there for everyone else.
I think that the project is great. I think it's very important to preserve history.
And they get in depth. I think they have a good time. I'm having a good time just tuning into them. It's a good thing to tune into the elderly instead of tuning into an iPod or a TV. It's a sobering moment.
I also think it's important to talk to these elderly people and see what they have to say, because not many people really listen to them and record what they're saying, and not many people, if they do listen, they don't really remember the stories that have been told and the history that could have been passed on. So yeah, this is actually pretty important and pretty fun too.
I think that it's a great thing to get going, a good thing to work on, because there are a bunch of people that have stories to tell, but they can't really get it out because either there aren't people that they know that want to listen, or they just don't really want to,
We have been interviewing different senior citizens throughout Ulster County, anywhere from Kingston to Highland to Ellenville to Pine Hill, and folks have gone all around the county interviewing seniors in different settings.
It sounds like a cliche, but my great learning is that anything really is possible if you have people that care and that really believe in something and really willing to give their extra time and commitment.
The youth involved with the program have spent the past 6 weeks interviewing seniors and then editing the stories onto DVDs, an extensive process that has left them, as well as everyone else involved with the project, with a great deal of historical information, as well as a new understanding and view of the past.
I think there's so much history living in this county that the seniors have and remember, and it's wonderful that that's getting recorded. You see the seniors kind of come alive, talking to the kids and sharing their lives with them, and that's really exciting. It's exciting to see the kids learn about history. That's been really wonderful. I've learned a lot about the local history from the seniors and what things are like now being young. I've learned a lot about that from the kids, so it's been great.
Just seeing some of their determination and just their advice that they've given me and things like that.
I've learned a lot from the Holocaust survivor, and just be yourself. Don't let people oppress you. You know, if you can survive that, I can survive small troubles that I'm going to face.
I mean, I think everyone's story is wonderful and special. I love the way that Pastor Clark at New Progressive Baptist Church talks about recycling lives and come as you are. I think those are just amazingly inspiring messages. I love Inez talking about getting ice to keep the milk cold at the dairy farm by cutting blocks of ice out of the river. These stories are just amazing, so many stories. There's some really famous people we've interviewed, famous artists and very everyday people, and they all have some wonderful wisdom to share.
And these 5 weeks have kind of, whizzed by.
Flown by.
And
it's amazing.
we had no idea how this would, evolve when we first started. It just came together very, very quickly. And then I think the magic happened.
Magic, absolute magic. The young people that we've gotten to be with over these past 6 weeks, the seniors who have come in for interviews, Lou, who is incredible and has given us this space to work in, an absolute labor of love this has been. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, yes.
Labor
and
of love.
The volunteers who have come through to give their time
Yes.
to really make sure this program worked. And just people just passing through this amazing space.
Amazing space.
There was just so much positive energy, and it just really shows what can happen when the community pulls together.
Absolutely.
I think the Harvesting a Lifetime program is an extraordinary, valuable program for the county. Listening to our seniors is how we learn. We learn through history, we learn through the valuable contributions that they've given, and I think a lot of us take for granted what knowledge is in our community. And so I think this is just a remarkably important program for Ulster County to record and document what the folks have lived through, what they've done, and it helps our young people to learn.
People can learn from their mistakes and stuff like that, or just hear their stories and laugh, and it's just good to have all this documented and stored.
It really has been helpful to me, I guess, and it almost makes me look forward to the rest of my life, because it's going to be cool. Like, I hope that when I'm 65 or older that I can come back here someday and do the same thing, share my life on camera.
Thank you. That's what I'm going to say. Thank you to everyone who made this possible, for all the volunteers for giving their time, the kids for giving such amazing energy to it, for figuring things out and staying so positive and being engaged, and the seniors for sharing their stories, these incredible stories, for bringing us to tears and making us laugh. So thank you. That's my last.